So what I've got is a 2006 Chevy Colorado. It's a 3.7 liter 5-cylinder Vortec, and I believe there's an issue. Well, I know there's an issue with the transmission. I'm hoping that it's just a filter and fluid change because it got really hot. And now I'm going to try to see if I can get that fixed. So what's going on is it doesn't want to go into park when I stop, and it's got a real delayed shift. So like if I start off from 0 and I start going, it usually switches gears around 2,000, 2,500 RPMs. What it's not doing is it's not doing that until it hits about 3 to 3,500 RPMs, which is abnormal. And so I'm going to see if I can swap out the fluid. The fluid is burnt. You can smell it, you can see it, it's burnt. So I'm going to drain that, put in new fluid and a new filter, and see if that does any difference. Hopefully it does. 13 bolts, size 13 millimeter. It works best with like a 6-inch extension. And I'll show you what's going on after this. There it is there. So here's the pan after it's been removed and washed. Make sure you clean up that magnet too. You want to put that magnet back inside there to catch any other shavings that might come down from your transmission. I'm using this little scraper here, but you really want to be careful not to get any gouges in that sealing surface there. I ended up just using a soft Scotch-Brite, and I was careful because Scotch-Brite will remove material from what you're cleaning. So go very soft and delicate with it, but it should come out pretty clean. So this is what the underside looks like, and it's kind of tight here. This is what it looks like. So the front of the vehicle is at the bottom of your screen. Inside here is a seal that you're supposed to pull out. It comes with a filter. It's just like a cylinder shaped O-ring kind of thing. It's about 3/4 inches tall, but it's got an O-ring in there, and it's just to seal the top of your filter to inside the transmission. Here's actually the bottom of your dipstick. Look at that. I haven't pulled it out yet. I probably shouldn't do that. But I don't see any other obvious problems here other than the transmission oil being burnt. I don't see anything that looks like it's destroyed. So plugs are all plugged in, but that's what it looks like. Now your filter sits right here, and it has a what do you call it, a protrusion, I guess, some kind, that comes up and goes inside here to hit that O-ring. Now the last video that I watched, the guy didn't even change it out because he couldn't get this thing out. Sometimes it gets really stuck. They say use a pair of needle nose to get them out if you can. I can't see the real problem with leaving it. If I can't get it out, I'm not going to damage anything trying to get it out. But that's what the underside looks like. And the filter, look, this would be that little cap I'm talking about. See, it just shoves up inside there. It's a 3/4 inches tall or so. It's right on there, and when you shove it in there, it makes a seal. But sometimes gets stuck up inside the transmission. So as long as it's sealed on one side, I can't see a big deal in leaving it in there. Okay. Right here I just want to show I'm taking the rag and cleaning off the sealing surface of the bottom of the transmission there, so your pan can have a nice clean surface to mount to. You can put some RTV right there on that surface. I just put some on the gasket itself on the underside of the pan because it's going to fall off. If you don't put RTV there, you're going to have one hell of a time trying to get that gasket to stay in place while you put it back in there. This is also the spot where I was sitting here bitching about AutoZone giving me the wrong filter. I had to go back and get another one. But you don't want to hear all of that. Now when you're putting your pan back in, you've got to have the RTV to hold that gasket because it's got a lip on both sides. So you have to kind of get it in there, rock it to kind of get it in there, and without that RTV holding your gasket in place, it's going to fall off. So once you get it up in there, you want to get a screw or two to hold it, and then you want to do the star pattern. I also mentioned that You don't want to tighten any single bolt fully down until you get them all in. That's very important. Otherwise you might have a misalignment and have to start over again. So make sure you get all of your bolts in before you start torquing them down, and you torque them down to 8 foot-pounds in a star pattern. So that's the best way I can describe it here for you, just to shorten the video up. It takes 5 quarts, which would be this plus 1.5 of the small ones. Totaling 5 quarts there. After I did that, I checked the fluid level. It was good. I then started the vehicle and cycled the gears. Hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you all for the support. Have a great day.